So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes a PlayStation 2 classic getting remade, PlayStation to potentially remove PlayStation Plus requirement for online play, and a new big PlayStation 5 release equally as cool as God of War Ragnarok set to come out later this year. First, yes or no, if you didn't need PlayStation Plus to play online games, would you still subscribe to the service? This is obviously relating to one of the stories we're going to go over today, and I'm curious, with the new PlayStation Plus service coming and all those games coming to the service from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 4, and of course PlayStation 5 landing on the service, would you still subscribe if you didn't need to play online? That's the question here. So comment below, yes or no. Would you still subscribe to PlayStation Plus if you didn't need to pay for online play anymore? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation 2 Remake. Reading from website Comic Book, a remake of a PlayStation 2 cult classic is releasing this summer, and no surprise, the remake is releasing via PlayStation 4. What is surprising is that it's not releasing via PlayStation 5, but it's coming to Nintendo Switch. Fortunately for PlayStation fans that have migrated from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, the game will be playable on the latter via backwards compatibility. Why the game isn't natively coming to PlayStation 5, we don't know, but it's possible the port is being saved for a post-launch splash. As for the game in question, it's dubbed Grimoire once more, and it's a remake of Grimoire, a 2007 real-time strategy game from Vanillaware, the developer behind the highest-rated Nintendo Switch game so far this year, published by Nippon Ichi Software or Koei depending on the region. Grimoire was a PlayStation 2 exclusive when it was released, and years later, PlayStation 2 remains the only platform it's playable on. Upon the release, the game garnered a 79 on Metacritic, which is far from the greatest Metacritic score. However, over time, it became known as a bit of a cult classic among hardcore PlayStation fans. So, I've never played this game, and it doesn't really look like my type of game anyways, but I wanted to give it some shine here for others who might be into it. The game comes out this summer, July 28th, for anyone interested. Now, diving into the second story of the video, an unannounced big game set to be revealed or released later this year on PlayStation 5. So this was a very interesting story to read about. Apparently, a developer at Sony has come out to say that they've been working on something that is equally as good or as cool, as they state, as God of War Ragnarok, and more information should come out later this year. So this comes from PlayStation developer Robert Morrison. He works under the PlayStation Visual Arts Studio, which is a support studio for PlayStation First Party, as a cinematic animator. He tweeted this out on March 18th, 2022. Was a nice surprise to receive this rad gift today from PlayStation's creative arts team. PlayStation has some bangers coming out this year. Now, take into note that this was posted on March 18th after both Horizon 2 and GT7 have released. Beyond those, we have God of War Ragnarok, of course, which is still set to release. You could be referencing that, but this brings us to our next tweet from this individual. He posted this recently on April 12th. Hi, hashtag portfolio day. I'm Robert, and sometimes I animate characters getting ouchies. Everything I do is a team effort, and at some point this year, I'm going to be able to post new stuff. He posts this alongside his work on the scene where Atreus is shooting Baldur with arrows while Kratos is holding him down as they all fall together, which was an epic scene, by the way. He worked at Sony Santa Monica for a brief moment of 6 months between July 2017 and December 2017, and God of War 2018 released 4 months later from when he left. He's been working at the Visual Arts Studio for about 10 months now, and if it's similar to the God of War 2018 situation, his project could be close to release, so it could release this year. Now, what is his project? He tweeted this out in regards to that. I'm not working on God of War Ragnarok, but something equally cool. So this tweet had people guessing, with a lot of people pointing towards the rumored The Last of Us remake, which was reportedly set to release later this year to go alongside The Last of Us show, which was delayed to 2023. They could still potentially release the game this year, the remake this year, and promote it again when the show comes out, so it doesn't necessarily need to release alongside the show. Factions 2 and Last of Us 2 Remastered are also reported to come out later this year. There were also rumors of Sly Cooper 5 for PlayStation PlayStation 5 getting revealed later this year to mark the 20th anniversary of the game, which happens this September. We'll have to wait and see what happens here, but it's definitely exciting to see this coming from someone who actually works at PlayStation. But you guys let me know what game you think will be revealed/released later this year. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, free PlayStation Online Play. So this was a very interesting post to read, but I want everyone to take a beat here and remember that Sony is a business and they're here for money. So let's just remember that. But on the other end, I'll explain why this could potentially make sense. So this story comes from leaker account on Twitter, Us Remake, who leaked the details for the next DualShock game. They've recently been pushing out information they've had in regards to PlayStation Studios. We've covered two of them focused on Naughty Dog and Guerrilla Games on previous videos. Today they're talking about PlayStation Plus and major game reveals outside of big events. Here's what they stated recently. Sony is considering the possibility of announcing some major games outside of big events. Some titles may be announced separately to distribute media attention. There's also a high chance we'll see a free online play comeback if the new PlayStation Plus will be successful. PlayStation Plus subscribers will have special benefits in first-party live service games. I don't know about the development of direct PS3 emulation, which I've been asked a lot on DM lately, but for me it makes more sense than cloud streaming servers with real consoles. So focusing on the big announcements outside of big events, this makes sense considering the huge amount of games Sony still has to reveal, still yet hasn't revealed. They might want to push some attention to each of them outside of waiting for a major event and all that news clustering together, and give each of these games individual focus, kind of similar to a focused state of play. But this could be a state of play that includes one big announcement or a PlayStation blog post, a trailer drop, something like that on the PlayStation YouTube channel, instead of just waiting for a PlayStation showcase. Beyond that, the main focus is the PlayStation free online play, which was once a thing on the PlayStation 3 for people who don't know, and Sony switched it up on the PlayStation 4 that you had to pay PlayStation Plus to play online. Now, obviously, why would Sony want to lose that money if they make online free? Here's two ways to think about this. One, Sony's new service is pushing to increase profits off existing subscribers, meaning they're making more money off each person. This could possibly offset some loss, but for this to work, the service would need to be really good, in my opinion. For me, I would need them to include Funimation on the service, get PS3 emulation working, have day one third-party titles on there often, have frequent updates to the new and legacy catalogs. For me, this is what needs to happen for the service to be really enticing, even if online play was free. On the other end here, the other way of looking at this is Microsoft have been heavily rumored to remove the online play paywall on their end. If Microsoft ends up doing that, going through with it, this would be definitely a very bad look for Sony and vice versa. If it would look bad on Microsoft if Sony does it first. Last year, there was a push of rumors that Microsoft was getting ready to remove the online play paywall. And for me, I don't think Game Pass is ready to make that jump just yet. They need to have more consistent large day one titles on the service. First party studios need to pump out more games more often for someone to want to subscribe to the service year round instead of just picking 1 month, playing the game they want and then leaving. Regardless, it looks like both companies could be looking into removing the need to pay to play online, which is a huge plus for gamers regardless of platform. But you guys let me know if you're going to subscribe to the new PlayStation Plus service or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the free online future. If you're excited for the potential future of not needing to pay to play online, destroy the comment section with the free online future. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.